So guys, it's been a couple of weeks since I went for my complete health assessment with Bluecrest Wellness. The results came in super quickly. I had the results within 8 days. I'm sharing with you a little update now of exactly what has happened since that time. So to begin with, they sent me through an email just letting me know that my results were ready and that I could log on to my dashboard. This is what I got when I logged on to my dashboard. A little message, hey Fiona, your results are ready, and an initial overview, a snapshot. You can see here it's colour coordinated into just a traffic light system basically, so you get a really good snapshot. There were 70 tests in total that had this colour system associated with them, and then another 14 readings that were more just specific to me. Now you can see here, out of those 70 results, 66 of them fell into the green category, 1 into the amber and 3 into the red. So then if I click through, I can take a bit more of an in-depth look at everything here. So it's all broken down by the individual tests that I had done, colour-coded, and then, as I said, you can click through for even more details and information within each one. So that was really cool, and I thought that was. I then, the next day in the post, received, let me see if I can show you this, a really funky brochure, full thick brochure, personalised again to myself, that gives me a really good breakdown of everything and goes through everything in a lot of detail. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So I go from here into my lovely little brochure. Again, hey Fiona, here are your results, and you can go through. And so this is exactly what you get. This is my biometrics analysis. So here it breaks down everything from my BMI, visceral fat, which is the fat stored around your belly, your body fat, and so on. Everything here. I'll just linger over this one. I mentioned that in my initial one, my metabolic age of being 28, guys, rather than 43, which is what I actually am. So obviously the greens are all super great, okay? So you've got your blood profile, everything. I'm doing a quick snapshot here. What drew my attention were my results that weren't in the green. Now, there were only a couple that weren't in the green. I'm trying to find them for you now. So green. Here we go. So interestingly, my heart disease and stroke risk fell into the red category, which obviously I am in the health and wellness profession. I knew that the rest of my markers would be pretty good. This one really captured my attention. And actually, when I dove into it in a little bit more detail, some of my blood work tested for LDL, which is your bad cholesterol, and then tested for HDL, which is actually your good cholesterol. Now, my good cholesterol is coming out as in red because I've got too much of the good stuff. I mean, I wasn't overly concerned when I then saw that. It just flagged up as a bit of an anomaly. The other one that did flag up, though, as a amber was something called lipoprotein. That's not routinely tested for in the NHS, and actually that's a genetic marker. So the really good, interesting part about all of this is that I got the full breakdown. I got to read through it in my own time, digest all the information. It's not complicated, okay? But then I had access to a one-to-one private GP consultation for 15 minutes where I could call in and discuss through my results. Now, obviously, I wanted to go straight into my red and amber markings, and I had a really great conversation with this GP around exactly that. And she told me again, don't worry about the HDL result being off the charts. It's not a bad thing. The lipoprotein, though, she said, actually, there isn't anything I can do to reduce that marker. This is a genetic thing. It's been passed down to me. It's not in the red zone. It's nothing to be overly concerned about. But if there were other markers in there, perhaps that could have been influenced by my lifestyle, that's when I would have been really keen to start to make some changes. Whether it was perhaps my LDL cholesterol, if that had been too high, absolutely there are things that you can do to bring that down. Moving more, eating better, all these kind of things. So I was really pleased with my results, number one, but with the feedback and the support that I got after having the results. This wasn't a case of just being sent some results and like, okay, now get on with it. That one-to-one consultation was really valuable. I've also now got access to a 24/7 GP hotline for the next year for any concerns. Doesn't need to be related to my health assessment itself. So guys, if you are thinking about doing a health assessment, if you are just intrigued whether or not you have got areas of concern or not, I always take the approach that being proactive when it comes to your health and wellness is always a good thing. I'm going to drop you the link for my exclusive discount in the comments here to this video, but any questions that you've had, please feel free to drop me a message and I will be happy to chat you through it.